22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school. One of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On play action, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn you around and say, oh, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. 1st down, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
They were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as they bite on 23 more on that one.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, Cousins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Cousins. There's a nice move. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Pass incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Yeah, he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From midfield now. Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the world.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
I know you should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time, Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gonna run with Madison again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes... Lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. There's the stiff arm. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 44, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense. Not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
I want the ball here on the next play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that...
And my goodness, another interception. Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham taking... out, and the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Joseph connects on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this returnable for Rager. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a give to Madison. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw again is Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, Doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing here, Cousins. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It's now 2nd down 10.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And some room to work. 157 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that.